welcome back from Service Immersion. I hope you had a good experience. I'm sure that it had an impact on you in some way, and I know from my experience on Service Immersion that the impact it had on me wasn't immediately present. I came back with some sort of sense that things were different. Obviously, I had seen a lot in that week, as I'm sure all of you have as well, and processing that, I believe, takes some time and it takes some space. And so you may need to take some personal time to sort of independently reflect on the experience and sort of process what it means for you, whether that means journaling, walking around your neighborhood, and really kind of just sitting with that experience, but also coupling that with a level of community re-engagement and other forms of reflection. University ministry has a number of opportunities to continue doing that. And so I know that for me, when I went on the service immersion, it was really neat to, put everything aside and just be present, right, with the community that we were staying with, community that we were serving, etc. And I kind of wanted to continue that tradition. And fortunately, I had already been involved with DCSA at the time, and it sort of made me want to go to my weekly service site that much more. So I encourage folks who are looking to kind of continue with that VIA experience to seek out DCSA. We have 20 different weekly service sites that all use the same service and reflection model that was incorporated on the service immersion experience, and really with that emphasis on building relationships. I also would encourage folks to continue to foster those relationships that you have formed over the past week with the other participants on the trip. Because for the past week, of course, you had no choice but to be with one another and bond, I'm sure, get to know each other. But returning to Chicago and our hectic, busy lives with classes and work and other involvements and things that that folks do that consume their time, it can become difficult then to continue those relationships. So there needs to, I think, be a level of intentionality if you hope to continue meeting with the folks that you went on the immersion with and continuing to build those relationships, because I think there's a lot of value in that. And while talking with other folks in university ministry, whether it be other students or the staff members here, or talking with other friends or family members or individuals who have participated on similar immersion experiences, nobody's going to quite understand what that experience was, because nobody but that group of 10 or 12 students within that community that you traveled with can fully understand, because y'all were the only ones present at the time. And so it would be definitely advisable, I think, to, in that process of really reflecting on what did that mean for me and trying to parcel out those real key pieces of the week that you're going to carry with you and would like to further develop, to really seek out those community members with whom you traveled on the experience. And another thing too that I think is important to remember is that change is a process, and it doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen in a week. And the impact that the service immersion may have had on you might not even become fully present in your own awareness or recognized by yourself until years down the line. So continue to seek on that, continue to reflect on the experience, and seek out similar spaces. Maybe apply to be a service immersion leader next year if it's something that you feel called to do, or sign up for another trip, or encourage other friends to go on the experience, because that's really how this community continues to grow and how we all continue to become more aware, understand what solidarity means more, and we can really have these honest dialogues about injustice and about systemic change and about our role in this world. So I guess that's my advice.